Welcome to this e-learning module on action planning. The module will introduce you to the what, why and how to develop and work with an action plan. Working with action plans is an important element of most DFC supported learning programs. The action plan allows you to make what you learn from DFC supported learning programs actionable by supporting you in applying the tools, methods and knowledge that you acquire during the program to identify solutions relevant to you and your organization. The action plan method also constitutes a project planning and implementation toolbox that can help you analyze, plan, and implement initiatives in your own organization and elsewhere. The action plan method entails both a process and an end product. The action plan process should ideally start early in the learning process, where you, in close dialogue with key stakeholders of your organization, zoom in on how your new knowledge and capabilities can benefit the organization. The action plan process can thus help you identify challenges that your organization is currently facing and how these can be met through its daily work, projects, or other initiatives. This close dialogue should continue throughout the planning, implementation, and evaluation of the action plan, and can help you clarify whether there is a need for further analysis, data collection, and so forth. The end product is the actual action plan, a living document that summarizes the analysis of the current situation and describes the desired future situation and the pathway of changes that your action plan will bring about. It also includes a description of the planned activities and the results that these activities are intended to produce. Continuous dialogue with your key stakeholders in your organization and the beneficiaries is crucial for the quality and appropriateness of the action plan. There are two main reasons why Dunedin Fellowship Centre encourages you to work with action plans in their capacity development programs. First, because an action plan helps you plan and implement concrete actions that can improve the performance of your organisation or program. And secondly, because an action plan gives you an opportunity to apply newly acquired knowledge in a concrete context which reinforces the learning. We want to ensure that new knowledge doesn't just remain knowledge, but leads to positive change for both you and your organisation. The action plan can help you move from knowing new things to doing things differently. In the action plan process, you first have to find out what challenges you want to address by the initiative in your action plan and who the involved key stakeholders are. For example, if you have too many road accidents in a given area, you might want to address this issue by finding out why that is to say, what are the main causes, and who the stakeholders involved are. A thorough understanding of the challenges and the stakeholders is a prerequisite to proper planning. Then, having analysed the present situation, you formulate the future desired situation in the form of objectives and the main changes that are needed in order to obtain this situation. We call this the theory or pathway of change. In this phase, you also identify your assumptions about how the desired change shall happen. In the example, the main objective would be to have fewer road accidents, and the analysis might show that the education of drivers, upgrading of the roads and crossings, as well as improved enforcement of traffic laws, would be the main elements of a pathway of change leading to the fulfillment of this objective. Some of the underlying assumptions in this theory of change could be that drivers would actually want to be educated and that they acknowledge that they could drive more carefully. On the basis of the analysis, you can start developing the actual action plan, for instance in the form of a results matrix, stating the desired results at different levels. In this phase, you also identify the risks associated with the successful implementation of the action plan. You will also normally formulate indicators or success criteria that can determine to what degree you have achieved the results. In the example, the annual number of road accidents might be a good indicator of success. Finally, you can specify the detailed activities and make a time schedule and a budget. As some of you may notice, this thinking is based on the same logic that you find in the logical framework approach, in results-based management, and in theory of change approaches, which are different tools or toolboxes widely used by development organizations for design, monitoring, and evaluation of development interventions.